Matt, do we have the new shout out song, the one that we played last week? That was pretty fire. Let's get to no. Well, do you want to play the Alex Jones one?
Shout out. My brain is still in recovery mode. Shout out. My brain is still in recovery mode.
I'm gonna have to ask Ryan if he knows.
Shout out. From taking in so many.
Oh, you're lucky.
Ideas.
And you're about to not be
from taking in so many high-level important ideas. The dial of ideas. I like talking about ideas. High level. The exchange of ideas. Shout out. High level. Still in recovery mode. Looking forward to sharing more ideas.
How do you think the Blaze is going for him? I wonder. Has he started on the Blaze yet?
Yeah, he has. He's all aboard the Blaze.
He's all aboard the Blaze Express. All right, let's go to the complete opposite of Dave Rubin for the shout out. This is the 32nd anniversary of the assassination of Thomas Sankara. We've talked about Thomas Sankara on this show, particularly with Milton Alamati, who's one of our mentors and guides, particularly on the African continent. Incredible journalist. Check him out at Black Star News. There's a video intro which you can look up on the YouTube channel, and then there's actually an unlocked illicit history that you can check out on iTunes. So Thomas Sankara took over Burkina Faso in 1983 on a platform of anti-colonialism and liberation. Let's play about a minute. I think you should start earlier in the clip from an incredible documentary you can check out on YouTube called An Upright Man, about Thomas Sankara. I'll play a minute of it, and then I'll talk a little bit about his accomplishments.
Notre pays produit suffisamment de quoi nous nourrir. Nous pouvons dépasser même notre production, malheureusement. Par manque d'organisation, nous sommes encore obligés de tendre la main pour demander des aides alimentaires. Ces aides alimentaires qui nous bloquent, qui nous inspirent, qui installent dans nos esprits cette habitude, ces réflexes de mendiant, d'assister.
Upper Volta, 1983. Thomas Sankara is brought to power by a coup supported by one of the poorest peoples on our planet. Behind a military uniform and a Marxist discourse, Africa discovers a young and dynamic leader, ready to put his innovative ideas at the service of his fellow citizens. Thomas Sankara gives a new name to his country, Burkina Faso, which means the land of upright men.
And in 4 years, he led extensive reforestation projects. He made significant strides in terms of gender equity, food self-sufficiency, and absolutely enraged the United States and France in particular by basically saying that if they were still going to kind of impose the same economic conditions on him and not support debt relief, which he was a major advocate of in the 80s, that he would prefer to go to the Soviet Union for some type of economic relationship. He was assassinated and removed in a French-backed coup that was undertaken by his second in command, who actually ended up running Burkina Faso till 2016, when he was ran out of power by young people who held signs and banners of Thomas Sankara as they marched in the streets. And I think the timing is fascinating, that he was somebody holding this kind of flame in the 1980s after the reversals, particularly like in the 60s, after the liberations of the 60s, then these reversals in the 70s. And by the time you get to the 80s, you know, you have the ascendancy of Thatcher and Reagan and so on. And then in this tiny country with very limited economic resources, this young, incredible leader came out of nowhere and held the flame in a pretty extraordinary way. So I would definitely recommend checking out a lot more about Thomas Sankara. You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.